Hello everybody, this is Amy Rich with amyrich.net. I'm here today to share with you an alternate project with February's Paper Pumpkin Kit. I do feel like I'm a little bit behind. I think that the mail comes a little bit later than it used to. So I'm a little bit behind on my February kit because I got mine a little bit late. But here I am with paper products from that kit, and I just think they are so beautiful. And there are so many amazing pieces here. Even the gold foil doily is so pretty. And then of course the stamp set, an ink pad, and a couple of little accessories as well. So I'm going to choose a couple of items from February's kit to make an alternate project for you today that I hope you enjoy. I'm going to use the Rococo Rose card base, the vellum, the printed vellum with the gold around. I love that. Then a couple of the flowers. I'm going to start by just trimming off a portion of our card base. So I'm going to put this in at 2 1/4 and just slice that off just to shorten the front of the card just a little bit. This layout idea I borrowed from demonstrator Linda Bettinger. I hope I said that right. And it's such a great idea, and I applied it to this month's or February's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Other supplies that I'm going to be using are a 3 by 5.5 inch piece of window sheet. We sell this in 12 by 12, and I just cut it down to 3 by 5.5. And then a couple of pieces that are cut just a hair over 2 inches by 5.5 inches of Mary Merlot cardstock. I think it coordinates very nicely with the Rococo Rose. And then some of the fine art ribbon from our January to June mini catalog 2021. So I'm using these supplies, and maybe I forgot one, so you'll see another one pop up in here somewhere. So I'm going to start by adhering our window sheet to the front of the card. I'm just going to grab my adhesive and right down the edge, put just a whole line of adhesive, and then I'm going to line up my window sheet with the edge of the card and adhere that down like this. Then I'm going to take the shorter piece of the ribbon, and this one I cut 7 inches long, and I'm just going to do the same thing down the side of the one of the Mary Merlot pieces. Stick that on so maybe it just goes off the edge just a little bit, because we don't want any of that cardstock to show. So just so it is hiding in there a little bit, and then we'll put a little bit more adhesive on the ends and fold those ends over. We don't want those to show either, so we'll keep those away from the edge as well. Then we're going to take this piece, generously put adhesive on, and we're going to apply it or add it then over here, and this will cover up our adhesive and the edge of our window sheet. So I love that. I love how well that works. Then we're going to go to the back side. We're going to do kind of the same thing here. We're going to add adhesive because we are going to flip that so that the gold shows on the front. We're going to flip that, and then we're going to have a tiny border of window sheet all the way around. So let's go ahead and add adhesive here. We can add adhesive here and next to it also, because we are going to cover that up as well with the other piece of Mary Merlot cardstock. So I'm going to center that in this panel of window sheet and card base. And then I'm going to go in with this. And like I said, I'm going to adhere that over the top to kind of hide that. And we want to make sure the card closes, so don't go over the fold with your Mary Merlot paper. So then we've got this really nice window sheet card, and we'll just decorate it up just a little bit more, and then it'll be ready to send. So I'm going to take our flowers from the kit, and starting with this one right here, I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. So there are dimensionals in the kit, but of course, if you're making this card with different products, which of course you can, it's a great window sheet idea, regardless of whether or not you have these particular ones. We're going to layer that right over the top of our ribbon. And then we're going to take this one and decide how we want this to cascade off of the other one. So just kind of move it around under the window sheet and see where you're going to want that to go. Once you have that figured out, you can put a little adhesive so that when you, on both sides, I should have had my silicone mat, it would have peeled up a lot easier. But we'll tuck that in then, and then it will adhere both to the vellum and to the window sheet. Next, I used some Mossy Meadow cardstock and our Pierced Blooms dies. Love these dies so much, from the January to June mini catalog 2021. You can see how the leaves have a pierced look to them to add the detail. And we're just going to add these in. Oh, here's my silicone mat. I knew it was here. And we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive to some of these leaves so that we can tuck this under and get our leaves. Just make a little bit more of an embellishment of leaves on our project. Lost these for a second there. And then we'll take the bigger leaves that are singles and do the same thing. So I'm actually going to take this one, tuck it under there, and then we'll use this one for this other side. So very pretty. Now to finish this off, we're just going to use some of that ribbon again. And I cut this one 10 inches, make a couple bunny ears, wrap it around and through the loop. And then we've got ourselves a pretty bow to add to the card. I play with it until I like the way it looks. That's not bad. Then with a mini glue dot or two, we'll add that ribbon bow to the top of the card. And see how you can now add whatever sentiment it is you want. I decided I didn't want to add a sentiment to the front of the card because I felt like maybe it would ruin the look. So you can certainly add your sentiment right in here and write your message right on the inside as well. So I hope you enjoyed that alternate project today, a window sheet vellum card. And I love using all of those fantastic pieces from the February paper pumpkin kit and then adding just a few more details to it as well. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you next month with another alternate paper pumpkin project.